Hello YouTube, my name is Nero, and today we have some more Madden NFL 16 where the 4-0 Atlanta Falcons will be playing host to the 2-1 Carolina Panthers. Cam Newton, no doubt, is going to be coming for some redemption after losing to us in Week 1. Let's go ahead and check out the injury report like we do with every episode. And as you guys can see, my right end still out. He's on injury reserve. He's the only injury we have so far. And then if we go down here to the Panthers, oh, one more down. All right, they have, okay, two defensive ends. So they have Charles Johnson, Mario Williams, as well as their left tackle all injured. So that could be great for us, right? Two left ends. I'm assuming their starter and their backup are both injured. So their defensive line is going to be a little bit weaker. Therefore, hopefully, I'm not going to be getting cracked as much. The pass rush might not be as bad, as well as the run game may actually be able to benefit because they're going to have their third string defensive end in there. Then again, maybe they might just put in like a really good like backup defensive tackle or something along those lines. Who knows? Who knows? But still, it appears to be a pretty good matchup here. They are 2-1. They've had their bye week already. They're an 85 overall. We're an 86. And I feel as though it's going to be a good week. Let's go ahead and check out the uniforms here. I think I might just rock the straight-up default jerseys, the default home ones, because I like the way these look. And I don't think we've actually rocked these so far this season. So let's go ahead and rock these. And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'll see you guys when the game actually launches.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping for plenty of touches to come their way. It's the Falcons going up against the Panthers.
Marcus Barnett, I am hoping to get him involved this week. Carlos Hyde's their running back, huh? He's not having a great season so far. But Marcus Barnett is by far the best running back that I've ever had the pleasure of playing with, and so I'm always happy to give him the ball. And he always seems to do a lot with it. Like, I don't have to feed him a lot, you know? Like, with C.J. Anderson or Alfred Morris back in my rookie season, I would have to feed them, like, 25 carries, something along those lines. Excuse me, just to even, have them get close to having decent yardage. It was insane. And I have a bad feeling about this game because, one, maybe coming down with the cold. Two, right before I started recording this, I randomly sneezed. It was a hard sneeze, and I started bleeding like out of my nose. It's like, what? This is a bad sign. This is a bad omen. I should not be playing right now, but I want to play, man. Madden is so much fun. I'm really, really enjoying this season so far. And notice how they always want me to go for that halfback counter week. They always do. On first down, the coach suggestion is always, hey, halfback counter week out of the eye. That's the play right there. And so we're going to go ahead and try it. They're bumping their safeties out, which usually says it might be a bad idea to go outside, but we're just going to try it anyway. Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. That's why, right there. I'm telling you guys, Marcus Barnett is my favorite running back that I've ever had the pleasure of playing with. And I wish there was a way for me to be like, hey, front office, re-sign this man. 7-year contract. As long as I'm a Falcon, I want him as my running back, man. He's so good. He's so good. And, oh, wow. Wow, I sailed that. I did throw it up. I always like to throw it up. That was a little bit too high. That was a little bit too high. I always like to lob it up, though, because the average height of my receivers is like 6'3" or 6'2", something like that. So, for me, lobbing it up seems to make a lot of sense, but I think I just need to learn to fire it in there a little bit more. Now, the goal this week is to not throw an interception. I get so mad. But again, like, one interception typically doesn't hurt us that bad. I'm usually okay to throw one, but still, I'm going to try not to throw over the ball. And my goal every week, oh, look at him go. I'm going to go. Oh, gosh. 2 carries, 19 yards. Like, but my goal is to score in every drive. What I mean by that is if you can come away with even just a field goal on every single drive, you're typically going to do well. If you're putting up points every single drive, you're probably going to be all right. Now we're going to look for Julio Jones on the corner here. And that's Julio. That's a touchdown to Julio. Oh, I thought he was going to break it somehow. I thought he was going to somehow get away from that. That play works 99.9% of the time to Julio. Like, it was really hit or miss in Washington, but it is amazing here in Atlanta. That's because Julio's 97 overall, and he's just so good at everything that route, he always breaks through, man. He always gets through. All right, so Barnett, we're going to do a hurry up here. He's running really hard right now, but I feel as though we can catch him. Now, I want to catch him with, like, this out. I'm going to scramble right. This is going to be an odd play. It really is. And, so if Julio was running a normal out route, that probably would have worked. But he's running, like, some weird, I have to run in motion, then do all this. So we're on the 4-yard line. I feel as though a slant here is probably going to work. Though it might not, you know. And then you leave Julio Jones in the end zone like that. You leave Julio Jones in the end zone. All right, well, that's a great way to start the game, I suppose. Cam Newton obviously here looking for some retribution. You know, after week 1 where really he had a very poor game. Our pass defense was on point that game. Not so much last week. Russell Wilson, like, dominated our pass defense last week. But in week 1, when we faced the Panthers, all right, he drives down and scores. Week 1, though, Cam Newton didn't do anything. And we thoroughly whooped them. It was pretty great. All right, let's get back involved here with the run game here, because he's been running hard this game. I mean, 4 for 27, right? You gotta keep feeding him the ball here. He's gonna make some things happen. It's nice to know that I am not like the sole heart of the offense. I don't even know what I want to say. Like, I'm not. Ooh, you're not sending a double safety blitz on me, are you? You're not about to send a double safety blitz on me, are you? Oh my gosh, they are. They are one-on-one with Julio Jones. I love having a good receiver. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, you guys. I can't begin to tell you. Have I told you guys I'm really enjoying this series this season? It's... Oh my gosh. So he has 4 catches for 75 yards already. Julio is going to be... He's going to have himself a season. Oh, my running back's going to have himself a season too. This entire offense. You guys want to send up your safeties on me again? I think that'd be fun. You guys should do that. Let's just go with the halfback dive. All right, you guys want to bump up on the cover 3? What if I love how we're using the Panthers playbook against them here pretty much. And I'm just going to dump it off there. I was looking for Julio, who looked like he might have been open, but I'm really, really trying hard this week, or this episode, to not force any passes I don't need to, because that's when I end up throwing interceptions, right? If it's like a one-on-one bomb down the field to Julio, I'm going to take it, because, you know, that's, you know, it's either going to be a pick or it's going to be like a great catch. It's going to be something great, right? But, you know, in coverage like that, where I really don't think he has a good shot at getting it, it's not one-on-one. He's like, I'm like trying to sling it between several people. It's not worth it, man. I'm not going to do it. Now let's see what we've got here. I'm going to Julio here on the inside again. And there's Martavis. Is that Martavis? Oh, you dropped it, man. You got spun into the end zone even. That was a touchdown, bud. Oh, Martavis, that was a touchdown to you. I'm going to call that same play again, basically. Same idea, but it's out of a different formation. And he cuts inside. There you go, Martavis. There you go. Now, we may actually... I could try and get another passing touchdown in, but... oh, do we have that? Wait, did we check before? I think we checked before and we didn't have it, but I want to see about it anyway. All right, so we're just going to go. We don't have the mountain toss like I liked running in Washington a lot, but we do have a stretch and we do have, we're going to run the stretch. I don't like the sweep because it makes the right guard go out in front of him. I feel as though the right guard, whoever the right guard is supposed to be blocking is just going to crack him in the backfield. So we're just going to look for a toss here. We are facing Luke Kuechly. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But I was going to say, we're facing Luke Kuechly, who's probably the best linebacker in the league. But it doesn't matter. He didn't get touched. And he also got his 20 yards on the drive, which got his drive goal done. He ran in a touchdown. It's so good, you guys. Oh, let me get the ball in the 21. Why, thank you, defense. Why, thank you, defense. How kind. This field position's great. Oh, a mesh. A mesh. This might be a touchdown to Julio. Then again, they look like they're in a weird kind of a zone. It might not be there. Remember, don't force it. Don't force it. And it's wide open. Oh, bad throw, though. Bad throw. If he didn't have to come back for it, I still don't think he would have scored. But it would have been a lot better if he didn't have to come back for it. Let's go, coach. I was going to say, do we want to... Yeah, halfback toss. Do we just want to go with like another toss, basically? They're in zone, but we do have 2 tight ends. And the safety's moving in. All right, so we're going to try it because we have 2 tight ends over there. And that's 2 rushing touchdowns. Marcus Barnett. Great show on turf, guys. Telling you, we're taking that title this season. We are taking that title. And we got the ball back, and it's 21-7 still. Oh my gosh. Wow, Barnett's actually tired. Look, he's still tired from the last drive. Oh, then he gets cracked in the backfield by 3 people. All right. Give him a break. I'm assuming they're going to take him out. Yeah, get Jonathan Grimes in here. Get my boy. All right, now here's the thing. Do you guys want to blitz those? Cover 3. Can I exploit a cover 3 with any of these plays in particular? No, has to be cover 2 for that. All right, so we're just going to run the play that we drew up here. And Julio! I'm trying to get better at throwing that route. It's really all about finding like the perfect timing for it. I always seem to throw it early. I still think I threw it early there. But Julio! This guy's my new best friend. He's my new best friend. He's got 6 catches already this game. Like, I'm pretty sure he's got 6 catches for 100 yards. Oh, wow. We're under a minute. We still got 3 timeouts left to go. All right, so we need to focus here and see if we can get in field goal range. All right, they're going to be running. Fire that in. There you go. Oh. Was that Troy Nicholas that dropped that? Is he hurt? Who's hurt? Oh, they're hurt. McDonald. It looks like a stinger. Looks like he's okay. Looks like he got the wind knocked out of him when he hit him there. Which is not fun. Anyone's ever had the wind knocked out of him. Oh, my. All right, he's standing. He's good. I never like to see those injuries, you know. Let's see. We may be able to hit Bryant. No, that safety's playing on. If I send Julio deep, the corner on the far right may follow Julio down the field, and then we could probably find Martavis Bryant on the corner. And all right, I'm not liking any of my options. Oh gosh, that was a risky throw, and it hit him, but he dropped it. So that's 2 straight drops. Well, it's okay. We're winning by a lot. So 3rd and 10. Ooh, the stick and nod. I remember, because you guys go back and watch. I did a montage like season 1 and 2 of my time in Washington. I threw a touchdown off of this play, or at least the same route to Niles Paul when he was in my rookie season as my backup tight end. And yeah, so I like this tight end route. I was hoping somehow Charles is gonna be able to get that and get upfield, but no such luck. Did they call? They haven't called a timeout. Wait, did we go out of bounds? Oh, he must have been technically out of bounds. That's why I was wondering why the clock had stopped. That makes sense, I suppose. Well, we're gonna punt it off here, but I'm okay with a punt now and again. We have one of the best punters in the league, actually. He's got like a 90+ overall, like 92 kick power, like 99 accuracy. He hasn't been super accurate this season, but, you know, right there he got inside the 20, so it's probably going to be good for us. And then halftime just happened. And now we have the ball back in the second half because they got the ball to start with. Very, very nice. Let's just start things off here with a run, I suppose. They want me to get in rhythm. I feel as though we're pretty much in rhythm right now. And I just want to continue to feed right here. Oh, man. I mean, 10 for 49, 2 touchdowns. Call me weird, but I would love to see him run for 3 touchdowns in one game. I think you guys would like to see that as well. Like, my running backs are never, like, good. Oh, zoomed in camera. Zoomed in! Corner blitz, man. The corner blitz got me. Actually, the zoomed in camera got me more than anything, but, yeah, I had an open receiver, but I was trying to get to him. I got his, I threw. Now, what do you safeties want to do? I feel as though Charles should be open here. Oh! He got bumped into and everything. I threw it as he was getting bumped into, which probably was a little bit too early. I think, if anything, I tend to throw passes too early as compared to too late. But he got to where I threw it, and first down. Very nice. Aw, Kuechly's kind of bumping over there to the right, so we're going to cut this to the left. I want to try a toss. I want to try it. Ooh, making plays. All right. Typically, toss plays, you know, traditionally they don't work out for me very well. Just I've never had a lot of luck, a lot of success with those toss plays. It worked out there for me. Oh, yikes! They were really on him hard. All right, can we get his slants maybe? Okay, we don't have any slants out of the plays that they're suggesting here. So we're going to go for a Panthers Y in. I'm going to cut this to the other side of the field, actually. If they're going to be coming across, I want them to be coming across this side that has more, more area to work with. And all right. Oh, got away. Barely got away. I try to remember that, I'm a scrambling quarterback and that I can scramble, but, I forget at times. At times it's like, I'm getting more comfortable throwing. I noticed, especially if you go back to some of the older episodes, he's getting cracked. If you look back to some of my older episodes of this series, especially season 1, maybe season 2, I would scramble a ton, like a lot. And it's because I was just like, I was uncomfortable throwing. And now that I'm more comfortable throwing, I definitely don't run nearly as much. All right. Oh, you're going to bump him up like I'm not going to hit Julio down the field. Actually, wide open Martavis Bryant right there. I saw nobody was covering him. I was like, well, I guess I'm going to get him the ball. QB. I inhaled too much right there. QB power. I always want to run QB power whenever I have the option. Oh, you need to block him. That did not work at all. That did not work at all. That did not work whatsoever. So we're just going to punt it off here.
Matt Bosher ready to punt.
It is 21-7. I don't know. We started off really hot there, especially in the first quarter. But we've simmered, I would say. Is that going to go out? Or is that an end zone? Come on, man. Why are you excited? It's a touchback. Anyone can do that. We got the ball back like almost immediately. But yeah, we've been simmering, I suppose, a little bit here. I would like to score again. We've gone several drives here without actually scoring. And I'm like, we got to do something about that. I think part of it is I'm just like more comfortable because we have this lead. I'm just like, yeah, we'll run it. We'll be fine. But let's run some meshes here. Martavis Bryant's probably going to be very open here, if I had to make a guess. Oh, I can't even quite see because the camera. Whoa! Oh, Martavis, don't get caught, buddy. Don't get caught, buddy. Oh, he might get caught. Oh, no, he isn't. Touchdown, Martavis Bryant. 72 yards. That's my longest touchdown, I believe, as a Falcon. I think my longest all time is 82. I'm pretty sure it was the same Nunley, too. Oh, my gosh. He burned him. He just absolutely burned him. He's wearing number 10, too, which honestly was the number that I wanted to wear coming to Atlanta. But I'm okay with him having it because he's a really good receiver. And the best part is he's my slot receiver. Randall Cobb's actually my my number 2 receiver, but I'm yet to even... Well, they finally got down and scored. I'm yet to even get him a catch, I think, this week. Let's go for a slot cross. I like the slot cross here. I got a lot of passes to Julio. Randall hasn't really, I don't know. I just haven't been calling plays, I suppose, that worked for him. Oh, he was on him like glue, but I still got it to him. He's wearing D'Angelo Williams' old number. He's wearing D'Angelo Williams' number. That was the thing, man, about the Panthers. All those years in like fantasy football, I would never draft a Panthers running back because you never knew between D'Angelo Williams and Jonathan Stewart, like who was gonna get the stats that week. Oh, you have like a defensive lineman trying to cover my running back. They had a defensive lineman trying to cover my running back in pass protection or pass coverage. Sorry. I think I never thought I'd see the day. I actually think a halfback dive here with the running back would actually get us a first down. See if we can mess with them here for a second. And here we go. Right up the middle, bud. Right. Oh, and of course the holding. Let me guess. Right tackle, Schrader. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Nope, that's gonna be my left guard, I think, Hunter. Maybe right guard. I don't know my line that well yet. My center, okay. None of those things. None of those things. All right, well, what can we do? What can we do? We're going to go for the stick and nod now that it's 3rd and 10. The old stick and nod might do us well. What's that free safety want to do? Hey, free safety, I'm just saying, if you want to bump up, I will bomb this down the field to Randall Cobb. Well, you're open, but you're not going to get the first. Well, I guess we're punting again. 4 catches, 98 yards, and a touchdown. Most of that's off of the 72-yard catch he had. Man, we've been really simmering here. And what's actually a little bit scary is I don't think we're going to lose. Let me say that first. I don't think that we really have any chance of losing this game. We are up by 2 touchdowns already in the 4th quarter. But if they drive down and score, you know, we're within 1. They'd end up being within 1 touchdown. But the way our defense is playing, I have a feeling that we're just going to stop them again and get the ball back. Oh, we got the ball back on their side of the field even. Yeah, so I'm telling you guys, this defense, this entire team, everything just about it is clicking. All right, so they're clearly in the cover 3 right now. Can I exploit the cover 3 with a Panthers verts here, the Julio especially? Ooh, the Julio especially. And you leave Julio there. Oh, he gets around him. Please let that be pass interference. Don't let that be holding. Come on. It's Hunter again. The crowd's booing you. You see how that crowd's booing you? Oh, man. Usually I'd be like, well, get him out of here. Eject him from the game. Cut him. But, you know, our run game's been great. And pass protection has been decent. Yeah, my entire time here. And so I don't... Oh, wide open. So that's like 4 drops today, team. Come on. Like, everybody on my team has like 90-plus catching with like 90-plus catch in traffic. With the exception of my tight end, who I think was one of the people that dropped one of the passes. But still, man, that's a lot of drops. All right, Randall Cobb. Deep post to Randall Cobb. I can smell it. I can smell the deep post. Actually, he's open right now. I lobbed up and I probably shouldn't have. But there's Randall Cobb anyway. There we go. We had to get him involved somehow, man. I always feel weird having great receivers like Randall freaking Cobb on my team and then not giving him the ball whatsoever. So here, Martavis Bryant potentially in the end zone. If not, we're looking for Cobb coming across. And that's Bryant. Oh, that's 5 drops. I've lost track. There might have actually been more drops than that. Oh, he had it and everything, man. Like sometimes they get like swatted out of their hands immediately. That time he just you let go of it coming down. Why do I have a good feeling about this halfback misdirection? Yeah, I should not have a good feeling about this halfback misdirection. Look at the coverage right now. Look at the coverage and look at Martavis Bryant about to get this touchdown in the end zone. Oh, what a catch. If I would have fired that in, that would have really screwed me. It would have screwed me royally if I would have fired that in. All right, do we have a toss? We do. Here's our halfback toss. These tosses, they don't work well in my experience. Like, there's a lot of you guys over there, so we're going to cut this to the left. They don't work well in the middle of the field, but in the goal line, I really find tosses to work a lot. And, oh, he got close. He's on the 1-yard line. Hurry up offense, boys. Hurry up offense into a stretch. Let's run a halfback stretch to the right, and they should be rushing touchdown number 3 for Marcus Barnett on the day. Oh, they're stopping him. They're stopping him. Perhaps I should have just went with a straight up toss again. Martavis Bryant in the end zone. What do you guys think? That's Martavis Bryant in the end zone. I couldn't even see him, but just judging from where the linebackers were positioned, he was going to be open. He was going to be open. I've thrown many touchdowns like that in my career. Most notably, I remember throwing a couple of touchdowns just like that where I couldn't even quite see if the receiver was open because of the zoomed-in camera. Throwing those to DeSean Jackson back in Washington. You know what's actually sad, a little bit disappointing as well. DeSean Jackson, he signed some contract with Atlanta after he left Washington when, you know, obviously I was at Washington. And so he left after my 3rd season. Going to my 4th season was the first season I didn't have DeSean Jackson on my team. He signed with Atlanta, actually. And he was like their 5th string receiver and didn't really do much on the entire season. It'd be cool if DeSean Jackson was like my 5th string receiver here. You know, just to have him out there, you know? That'd be kind of fun. A little bit of nostalgia, a little bit of memory lane. Plus, he's a good receiver, you know? All right, so I think we're just going to keep on running here for a bit. We're going to see, oh, we got Grimes in now. At this point, I'm really just trying my hardest to not turn the ball over, not throw an interception, you know? Let's not screw this up and have a turnover at the very end of the game when we're already leading by a bunch. You know, that would be great. I think Grimes is good for oh, Grimes is going to get cracked. Grimes got cracked. Well, that was a very anticlimactic last drive there. He got right through. But I'm okay with it. We're just going to punt it off. That's going to be the end of the game, I would assume. And the now 5-0 Atlanta Falcons. Is it possible for us to go undefeated this year? It's possible. I've done it. With Washington, we went undefeated. And then we didn't make the playoffs the next year, as odd as that is. And so it's possible to go undefeated, I suppose. But right now, the thing about like our my undefeated season with Washington was we really had to work for that. There's a lot of overtime wins. There's a lot of close games. It was just a very fun season altogether. And then you look at this season. You're going to give us the ball with 9 seconds left. We're going to boot that field goal. We're going to run with Barnett, then we're going to boot a field goal. The thing about this season so far, no game has really been that close. More holding, really. The game against Seattle, that was the quote-unquote close game. Although it wasn't close like in the second half. Jeez, man. I'm not going to lie, though. All of these holding and drop passing plays, not a fan. All right, Johnny. If you can get up there, get some yards, then get down really quick, that'd be great. All right, and timeout, timeout, timeout. So we're here. We're on the 36. What is that, 53, I want to say? Yeah, it's a 53-yard field goal. Can my kicker even make a 53-yard field goal? Well, I guess now's the time to find out, huh? I guess it'd be good to find out because we haven't had to kick a lot of field goals at all this season. So let's go ahead and try it. It's a 53-yard field goal. And we're going to see what he can do. Especially, there's no wind in here, you know? We're in a dome. This is all you. This is pure leg strength. He is a pretty poor overall. He's like a 79 overall kicker. So I don't quite expect him to make it, but I want to see if he can. He did. All right. Well, that's good to know. Going forward, we know he can make it. It's not saying he's going to be guaranteed to make any field goals like that by any stretch of the imagination. Look how dirty my side of my uniform is. Cam Newton 0-2 against me this year. I wonder, one of the things I want to do with this series is like I want to go back and like get stats for a lot of the games. Like, what is my overall record, against NFC South teams? What is my overall record against Cam Newton in particular? Things like that. I would like to look up stuff like that, especially whenever I decide to end the career, which who knows when that'll be. But yeah, I mean, it's good to know that my kicker can't make a 53-yard field goal in the dome. So, there may be a time in the future, come playoff time, which I'm assuming we're going to make the playoffs because we're 5-0. If we just continue at this pace, we're going to easily make the playoffs. Or just even in games in the future, I'm excited to see, or I'm happy to know that my kicker can make a 50-plus yard field goal. 53, so it wasn't a ton. He barely made it through. So it's good to know that. I think at some point in the season, there's going to come a time where that knowledge is going to be very relevant, I suppose. And I love how I had 280 passing yards, and I had over 100 yards of Julio and over 100 yards from Martavis Bryant. So, like, two of my receivers basically got all of my receiving yards this week. All right, let's take a look at I went 17-26, 287 yards, 3 touchdowns, no turnovers this week, boys. 17-25. Wow, I went 17-26. He went 17-25, but he had a lot less yards, an interception, and only 1 touchdown. So I definitely outplayed Cam this week. Wow, Carlos Hyde ran pretty hard. Not bad. All right, so going to us, though. 15 for 56, 2 touchdowns for Barnett. I gave him a lot more carries this week, but he was getting stuffed. But then again, Panthers are known for a good run defense, especially with Luke Kuechly there. Grimes did okay, filling in. I had 2 carries for 5 yards, which is really nothing. But then you look at 6 for 120 for Martavis with 2 touchdowns, and then 6 for 111 for Julio with a touchdown. Then you get my tight end involved with 2 catches, my running back 1 catch, Randall Cobb 1 catch. Like, all of my pass plays were going to Martavis and Julio. They could have been a much better week, I suppose, if I would have actually. I don't know, we stalled on a lot of drives. We had more punts this week than I would have liked, but still, we won 38-14. It's gonna be okay, I promise. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of the Madden NFL 16 playthrough. And if you did, please drop me a rating as we continue to just steamroll through the regular season. Have a wonderful day, guys.